Hey guys, what's up? It's getting creepy up in here, and no, I don't mean because Halloween is around the corner. We're talking about something way spookier. Empty streets, abandoned buildings, entire cities turning into ghost towns. You see it in the movies, but it's happening for real in parts of the US. Like, what happened? Where did everyone go? We're about to dive deep into the chilling stories of 5 American cities that are slowly fading away. Get ready, it's gonna get eerie. Detroit, once a titan of industry, the heart of American car manufacturing. This city was the birthplace of the assembly line, the epicenter of innovation and progress. It was here that the American dream was built, one car at a time. Driving down these streets now, you can almost hear the echoes of a booming past. The hum of machinery, the chatter of workers, the sense of purpose and pride that once filled the air. Rows and rows of empty factories, like hollowed-out eyes staring into nothingness. These buildings, once bustling with activity, now stand silent and abandoned, a stark reminder of what once was. The decline hit hard and fast. The oil crisis of the 1970s, the rise of foreign competition, and the automation of manufacturing processes all played a part in the downfall of Detroit's auto industry. Jobs disappeared, people left, looking for new opportunities, a new start. Entire neighborhoods were abandoned, homes left to decay as families moved away in search of a better life. You can feel the weight of it all, the desperation, the lost dreams. The sense of loss is palpable, a heavy presence that lingers in the air. It's like the lifeblood was drained right out of this city. The vibrant energy that once defined Detroit has been replaced by a haunting stillness, but amidst the decay there's a strange beauty. The resilience of nature, the way it reclaims its space, is both haunting and mesmerizing. Nature reclaiming its space, vines crawling up abandoned buildings, almost like a post-apocalyptic world. Trees sprout from rooftops, and wildlife roams the empty streets, creating a surreal, almost otherworldly atmosphere. It makes you wonder, what happened here? How did a city that was once so full of life and promise become a symbol of urban decay and decline? How did a city so full of life become this? The story of Detroit is a cautionary tale, a reminder of the fragility of progress and the consequences of neglect. But it's also a story of hope, of resilience and the potential for rebirth. As we look to the future, we must remember the lessons of the past and strive to build a better, more sustainable world for all. Gary, Indiana, a city forever linked to the steel industry. For decades, the steel mills were the heartbeat of this community, providing jobs, stability, and a sense of purpose to thousands of families. But when the steel mills shut down, a different kind of storm rolled in. The once bustling factories fell silent, and the hum of industry was replaced by an eerie stillness. Not a natural disaster in the traditional sense, but just as devastating. The economic collapse hit the city hard, leaving behind a trail of abandoned buildings and shattered dreams. The lifeblood of the city, the jobs, the income, it all dried up. The factories that once symbolized progress and prosperity now stood as hollow shells, echoing the loss felt by the community. People were forced to leave their homes, their history behind. Entire neighborhoods became ghost towns with empty houses and overgrown lawns serving as a stark reminder of the exodus. And as the population dwindled, nature started to reclaim its territory. Slowly but surely, vegetation began to creep back into the urban landscape, taking over where humans had once thrived. Buildings overtaken by weeds, trees bursting through concrete, a haunting reminder of what once was. The relentless march of nature continued, transforming the city into a surreal blend of man-made structures and wild growth. It's like stepping into a time capsule, frozen in time, but slowly decaying. The remnants of a once vibrant community now stand as silent witnesses to the passage of time and the power of nature. You can't help but feel a sense of sadness, a longing for a past that's long gone. The memories of what used to be linger in the air, mingling with the scent of earth and decay. It begs the question, can a city ever truly recover from such a blow? The road to recovery is long and arduous, requiring not just economic investment but also a rekindling of community spirit and hope. In recent years, there have been efforts to breathe new life into Gary. Local initiatives and community projects aim to revitalize the area, bringing back a sense of pride and purpose. New businesses are slowly opening their doors and there are signs of economic recovery. It's a slow process, but each small victory brings a glimmer of hope. Community events and gatherings are becoming more common as people come together to rebuild and reimagine their city. The spirit of resilience is strong, and there's a collective determination to overcome the past. Interestingly, the encroachment of nature has also brought a unique beauty to the city. Green spaces and urban gardens are now part of the landscape, offering a harmonious blend of nature and urban life. The future of Gary, Indiana remains uncertain, but there is hope. With continued effort and a shared vision, the city has the potential to rise from the ashes and create a new legacy. As the saying goes, from adversity comes strength. Gary's story is a testament to the resilience of its people and the enduring power of hope. When nature takes over, it doesn't just reclaim land, it also offers a chance for renewal. Gary, Indiana stands at the crossroads of its past and future, ready to embrace whatever comes next. Chapter 3. Camden, New Jersey. Trapped in a spiral. Camden, New Jersey, a city plagued by a different kind of ghost, the ghost of violence. As poverty and unemployment soared, crime rates followed. Streets once bustling with life now bear the scars of fear and despair. Boarded up windows, empty playgrounds, a haunting silence hangs in the air. It's like the city itself is holding its breath, waiting for something to change. You can feel the tension, the desperation etched into the very walls. It's a stark reminder of the complex issues that can grip a city, leaving it reeling in the aftermath. The question lingers, can Camden break free from this cycle of despair? Chapter 4. Youngstown, Ohio. The Rust Belt's broken heart. Youngstown, Ohio, once a thriving hub of the American Rust Belt. But as factories closed and jobs vanished, the city's heart seemed to break. The once mighty steel mills now stand as silent giants, monuments to a bygone era. The streets are eerily quiet, a stark contrast to the hustle and bustle of its past. It's a story repeated across the Rust Belt, a cautionary tale of what happens when industries crumble and communities are left behind. The weight of lost livelihoods, shattered dreams, it hangs heavy in the air. It makes you wonder, can these cities ever regain their former glory? Chapter 5. Flint, Michigan, a thirst for change. Flint, Michigan, a city that once thrived with the hum of industry and the laughter of families, now stands as a stark symbol of a different kind of crisis water. Flint, Michigan, a city forever marked by a different kind of crisis, water. The water crisis here wasn't just about contaminated water, it was about a breakdown of trust, a betrayal of a community. The people of Flint were promised safe, clean water, but what they received was far from it. The water crisis here wasn't just about contaminated water, it was about a breakdown of trust, a betrayal of a community. The water that flowed through the taps of Flint homes was tainted with lead, a toxic metal that can cause severe health problems, especially in children. This wasn't just a failure of infrastructure, it was a failure of governance, a failure to protect the most vulnerable. People were forced to leave their homes, seeking clean water, a basic human right. Families packed up their lives, leaving behind memories and dreams, all in search of something as fundamental as safe drinking water. The exodus from Flint was not just a physical movement, but an emotional and psychological one as well. The population dwindled, leaving behind a city grappling with the aftermath. Streets that once bustled with activity now lay silent, echoing the absence of those who had to leave. Schools, businesses, and community centers closed their doors, unable to sustain themselves in a city that was slowly emptying out. Empty houses stand like hollow shells, a constant reminder of the families who once called them home. These abandoned structures are more than just buildings, they are monuments to a community that was failed by those who were supposed to protect it. Each empty home tells a story of loss, of broken promises, and of a community's struggle to survive. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of our infrastructure, the importance of clean water, and the devastating impact of neglect. The decaying pipes and crumbling buildings are not just physical manifestations of the crisis, but symbols of the deeper issues that led to it. They remind us of the need for vigilance, for accountability, and for a commitment to ensuring that such a tragedy never happens again. The question remains, can Flint heal from this wound and rebuild a brighter future? Efforts are underway to replace the lead pipes, to restore trust, and to bring back the vibrancy that once defined this city. Community leaders, activists, and residents are working tirelessly to ensure that Flint rises from the ashes of this crisis. But the road to recovery is long and fraught with challenges. The resilience of Flint's people will be tested, but their determination to reclaim their city and their lives is unwavering. The story of Flint is not just one of tragedy, but of hope, of a community's unyielding spirit, and of a thirst for change that cannot be quenched. From Detroit's empty factories to Flint's water crisis, these cities tell a story of hardship, resilience, and the enduring human spirit. But the question remains, what does the future hold for these once thriving metropolises? Will they rise from the ashes, reinvent themselves, or fade into obscurity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the mysteries of our world.